Hey everybody, so I am sharing a very simple manicotti recipe with you. I do not like to cook, can hardly find my way around a kitchen, but when I find a simple recipe, I want to share it on this channel for other people who may struggle like I do. I used turkey in this one. The recipe did not call for turkey, but you can kind of substitute it and switch it up to your liking. You can also use spinach and meats like chicken, beef, or sausage to stuff your manicotti shells, or you can just leave them with the cheeses and do it that way if you prefer a vegetarian style meal. So excuse my orange countertops. They are from the 80s, straight out of the 80s. We definitely want to get them replaced and have the cabinets painted, but we just had the tile put in. I was showing you that beautiful gray and white tile. It turned out so pretty. So lots of kitchen updates, but that's a video for another day and a project definitely for another day. So what you're going to need, and I will leave the ingredients in the description box below, is some marinara sauce, 16 ounces of ricotta cheese, 2 cups of shredded mozzarella cheese divided, half a cup of Parmesan shredded cheese divided, 1 egg, 1 tablespoon of pesto, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of pepper. I did not have any pesto, so it's not in the video. I love using turkey because once you add marinara sauce and cheese, you really cannot tell a difference from that and hamburger meat. And if you're watching cholesterol, it's definitely a great option. These little olives and pickles are for my charcuterie board. This was my first one I ever put together, so it didn't turn out exactly like I wanted it to, but everyone loved it and it was great. And it's finger foods, and you know how that goes over because everybody loves to just kind of graze. So I bought this charcuterie board. This is Miko from Pocahontas. I bought it at the Disney Character Warehouse a couple of years ago. Never have used it. It was $14.99 at the outlet, $49.99 in the Disney park. So definitely a great deal. Thought it was super cute. So finally the water is boiling, just adding in the manicotti shells. And pro tip, because I'm such a pro now, I didn't have a piping bag and I didn't want to make one. I was in a hurry, just needed to get some lunch on the table. Had company over, just really needed to get things moving along. And definitely hold the manicotti over the bowl as you're stuffing the shells. I use a spoon, but make sure you are careful not to overstuff them because it'll come out the other side, as you'll see later in the video. So this is my charcuterie board. I'm just getting a start on it, cutting up the fruit and separating the cheeses. I wanted to add some extra strawberries on there because they needed to be eaten, so I was trying to get as much strawberries on there as I could and fill in those spaces. I also had some crackers that I just honestly took out and put on little dessert plates that I actually also purchased down in Disney. So here I'm just adding the ingredients into a medium-sized bowl, and you're going to mix those very well. Tried doing the cracking of the egg with one hand, didn't work out that great, but I only dropped a little piece of shell in there, so it was, not too hard to get that out, which I think is pretty good for my first time trying to crack an egg one-handed, I must say, and it didn't get anywhere but in the bowl. So you want to use a 9x13 baking dish and coat the bottom with, I use extra virgin olive oil to coat the bottom of my pan and to put into my pot of water for my noodles. It's just a healthier option in my opinion. Then you're going to spread some marinara sauce over the bottom of your pan. Get it nice and coated all along the edges. This is your mixture for your shells. Once your shells are done cooking, you want to take them out and let them cool at room temperature before you start filling them, because they are going to go in the oven at 375 for 20 to 30 minutes. I'm just stuffing those shells and getting them in there. And then this is what it looks like before it goes into the oven. You just coat some cheese and extra marinara sauce on the top, cover it with tin foil, pop it in your oven. Look how clean that oven is because it's hardly used. And then there is the catastrophe that happens when you overstuff your shells. Just giving you a little look at the charcuterie board. Oh, hang on, I'm in my Florida room and the AC just popped on out here and it's kind of loud, so I'm going to turn it off. Okay, so I purchased these off Amazon. They're amazing. If you pack school lunches or if you take lunch yourself, you definitely want to check those out. They're a great price. They're stainless steel. The lids stay on great. Just don't put any of it in the dishwasher. So this is the finished product, and it was so delicious. Everything was eaten except for 2 manicotti shells.